Hey Taurus, I hope you're doing well today. Thank you for coming to your December heads up reading. We're going to try to pick a couple dates out of December that are going to be maybe the most prominent to the collective. If you're new here, all the info you need to know is listed down below in the description box, and please take what resonates, leave the rest behind. All right, Taurus, now this was interesting. Your pre-shuffle here for your overall energy, you've got closing door completion, lost in space, needing direction, and lost compass, getting back to integrity. And by integrity, I don't think that there's anything that has compromised your integrity. I believe that that means you're true north. And if this isn't your energy, it could be somebody that you're closely dealing with. But I feel like that is the Taurus collective. And maybe you've been trying to get something to work or to get something to move in a certain way. And it's just been stuck or stagnant or not working out. And now they're saying that cycle is closing out. That compass, the wheel is turning. Okay. Now, the dates that might stick out for you in December are the 3rd, 7th, 17th, 22nd, and 29th. I did want to say if you're dealing with a Cancer or you have that in your chart, definitely check out that video. They've got a lot of the same cards, and then the dates were like one above or behind. I think they have the 28th and the 4th. And 717 might also be significant, or 535. So for the 3rd, we have repeating toxic cycles or patterns or veering off path. So I think on the 3rd, that might be where that compass wheel turns towards north and some things close out. So let's see what that entails, please. Well, I thought they'd have, fragmented energy. So that's the missing piece of the puzzle. And family. Doesn't have to mean legitimate family. It could be friends or your soul tribe. Something that feels like your heart and home. Now remember what I said about like all the different ways and options trying to make something work. That's what this card reminds me of. See, she's got a missing piece right in front of her heart chakra, and there's all these options floating in front of her, and only one will fit, right? And I think that they're finally saying that somebody's coming to the realization that, hey, this isn't really the path that I'm meant to be on. Veering off path. How, what, when, and where, and why. Okay. So we have the Salmon card, fighting the current and saying to go with the flow. Marching band, on repeat, constant thoughts. The Match, which is interesting. It's a self-made tower moment or adding fuel to the fire. So I think that that is when the completion is going to happen. Somebody's going to actually state their truth or have a realization. Serenade, messages found in songs or lyrics, confessions of love. And so this has been on repeat with this marching band, constant thoughts of wanting to be helpful and wanting to fix the situation, either to take it back to good, back to where it was, or to revamp it, reinvigorate it in some way, wanting to make that forward progress. But since it's not meant to be part of the path anymore, it's been more difficult. Get a couple ones. Yep, somebody had that epiphany. Sudden realization of truth or divinely guided thought or idea, and tightrope. Need for balance, walking a fine line, or hesitancy to pick a side. So maybe some hesitancy to make some decisions about this, possibly because there could be family involved, and that's, makes it a lot more difficult. What does this entail that's closing out here, please? Not for you. I was going to say the not for you. Cancer got this too. So something that wasn't for the highest good of you anymore, or for whoever you're dealing with, flexible. So that's fighting the current, right? And so now I think somebody's finally surrendering and the wheel is turning. And see, it's funny because now we're going to go over to the 7th and it says go with the flow, accept what you cannot change and release control. And then it's also karmic situations or patterns. And think about what you truly desire in personal relationships. What does love mean to you? So after a period of like learning some lessons the hard way, somebody is coming to realize what love means to them, what they truly desire, and that they can't force someone to show up in the way that they were promised or expected to, right? And that's really difficult. I'm a Taurus ascendant, and probably the true definition of that, it's very hard to get me to move. I am stubborn. I will make it work. Tim Gunn's little mantra, make it work. I all day, every day, right? And then there comes to a point where the universe just forces me to surrender. I'm working on that, but it's definitely hard. So if you can resonate with that. You know, you're definitely not alone, and it's not a slap to your character. It just shows perseverance and determination and love and loyalty, really. But sometimes if it's not towards our highest good, or if it's off path, we still have to close it out and see, look at this, fear and the sacred temple. So that's like life path, purpose, a very good happiness energy, but also your guides and what you're being divinely guided towards there. So why is there fear surrounding it? I just realized I didn't get any tarot cards on that. Why is there fear surrounding these changes? King of Wands, Three of Cups, Six of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, the Lovers, and the Chariot. Ooh, okay. We've got 2 sevens here. So there's fear. If it was to come back together, is it going to be solid? Is it mostly passion, or is this foundationally balanced? Because that's important, you know, heart, mind, body, soul, especially for earth signs, to have kind of all of that in alignment with the Lovers card. So that's a decision and a choice to move towards something. And someone might be scared of the logistics that are involved, what they have to go through with the Chariot card, or the amount of, like, the quickness of it all. The Seven of Pentacles, though, it's been going on for a while, and the seeds have been planted here. And that almost feels like the seeds of trying to make that square peg fit into the round hole type of thing. Let's see. What can you tell us about the Chariot and the Lovers? There's an inner wisdom, deep knowing, steady progress, baby steps, one step at a time. Celebrations, reunions, weddings, reasons to celebrate. December is the holiday season for a lot of people, so that could be significant. The Mask, denial, disloyalty, falsehoods, or illusions. So that could just be being in denial about it, about what we truly want. Somebody might be worried that this was a karmic pattern, or that they would be repeating that same pattern if they made that step. The colleague card came out too. It was stuck to the shoes card. I feel like that's just working behind the scenes with spirit, or working on a solution to the issue, but it could mean finances and career as well. Let's see, wrap these all together. Whoa. By the book. Oh my goodness, guys. Yeah, Cancer got that too. Number 11. So that's Akashic Records. It's also doing things by the book, doing things the right way. And I think that despite the fact of somebody doing things by the book and the right way, it didn't really improve. But now the universe is saying, hey, here's a leg up. We're here to help. We're going to open up. That was kind of the theme for part of Cancer's reading. They were opening up that timeline again to get somebody back on track in love. But I feel like this is just a resolution to help somebody move forward and get out of that slow energy, that stuck energy. All right, on the 17th, we have listen to your intuition. You already know, which Cancer had as well. Immediate action is required or urgency needed, and speak your truth. So what truth needs to be spoken here? So if you've been getting intuitive hits and, whoops, I didn't like how all that came out. Let's try this again. It's usually a sign to shuffle. But it's hard sometimes to decipher the intuition from the mind, you know, because especially if it's something that we're fearful of, and fear was a main card. You've got the loving man, great gratitude, and back and forth. So you could be a divine masculine or identify with that energy, or it could be, you know, the King of Cups energy feels all of these emotions and this deep love, but isn't always the best at expressing it vocally. And someone's going back and forth. Somebody needs to speak the truth about how they feel in their heart towards a person or situation, and show them like this great gratitude, or I don't know, I'm almost getting like this affection, because I think whoever needs to hear this, they don't know that this person feels this way. What is this truth that needs to be spoken here? Okay, here we go again. All right. we're going to stop it there for now. But this is interesting. Look at this. The puzzle pieces. Remember that fragmented energy, what I said? Figuring it out, the missing piece of information. So that is that intuitive hit, like clicking, right? Deep love, unconditional love, just like we said. But here's this tug of war. Can't let go, or a struggle for control, which is that back and forth energy, like wanting it to happen how, when, where, why, and in the way, shape, and form. Or sometimes it's just us controlling, not letting it happen whenever the universe is trying to urge us in a certain direction. Because we have the fox, which is lies and deceit, trickery, deception, with the snail, slow progress, and the mockingbird, which is like interference from third parties, gossip, nosy people, that type of thing. And this feels more like with this fox and mockingbird and energy, and the prescription, which is like something's in bad health, right? That it was however things went down, however it went wrong. And someone's realizing this, seeing this maybe for the first time. Why is the fox here? And somebody could be just lying to themselves about their feelings. Just like that denial and that mask energy. 9 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles, Page of Swords, and the 2 of Swords. So yeah, this 2 of Swords isn't the peaceful 2 of Swords, right? With the swords and the blindfold. This girl has got birds in her hair, pulling her hair, squawking, screeching. She's batting them away and is blindfolded and is like, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear what's coming in, the information that's coming in with the Page of Swords. I'm just going to keep working and ignore it and be complacent. 9 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles. Focus also maybe on the 3D. So it's kind of like almost a self-sabotage energy, but not really. It's based upon, yeah, it is. It's fear-based, though. 6 of Swords. That's movement forward. Queen of Wands and the Empress. With the Hangman and the King of Swords. Yeah. So there'll be a new perspective on this connection. A realization of truth. Some justice about, you know, the heart and the passion, the mind and the passion, with the Queen of Wands and the King of Swords. So immediate action is required. Sounds like the tribe. Cancer got that too, guys. That is crazy. And this one, here and now. Go watch it even if you're not dealing with one, if this resonates. So this is a timeline thing for certain facets of the collective. This is coming back around for a chance for people to jump back on board. If you want to, if it's right. This is not anything toxic, gross, or that you wouldn't want to come back unless you don't want it to come back out of fear. That's probably, then it's probably your story. Or because it would complicate things. All right, 22nd, dreams and goals and partner or spouse. So for some of you, there might be a special, you know, gift. You might be getting engaged, or if you wanted to buy a home, go on a trip. Yep, planning and action. So finally taking steps towards planning and action with goals with a partner. Doesn't have to be love related. Peace, and at peace with it. That's, guys, 22 and 2 and 2. Divinely guided. Oh, and that card just flew out of my hands. We're going to leave that there. See if we can see what that entails. Planning and action towards, we already took the celebration card out here. Signs and synchronicities. Everything's lining up. Oh. There's the time is running out card. Somebody's not speaking their inner truth. And true love, romance, and lovers with the fairy tale. And there's that hamster repeating the same cycles with the synchronicities, signs and synchronicities, the roots. Banyan tree, it is deeply rooted, but somebody's a little skittish about it. Now this is really weird here, that it's dreams and goals, partner and spouse, planning and action, peace. And then I get where those cards would come through, but with this true love, the mime, somebody not speaking their inner truth, the hourglass, time is running out, but then look at these. Unable to let go within your reach with the grasp card, and separation, endings, breakups, time apart, and divorce. So that's kind of weird. right? Because it seems like that should be very happy. And those two cards, maybe that's just for a certain subset. Let me get a different deck for that. Why is separation there? For others of you, you might really want to leave your current situation behind. And this is the perfect opportunity and you're at peace with it. Page of Pentacles. It's a solid new beginning. The Lovers, Knight of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, and the Four of Pentacles. So that's holding back, maybe due to foundation. So somebody might be a little scared to go towards a goal in love because of what they would have to give up or share. I don't think that that's your energy at all. I'm just throwing that out there because that's what's coming through here. And I don't know that that separation is like a lover separation. It could be separating like almost a between worlds energy, you know, your old life to your new one, because it's like right there in the grass. So maybe somebody's having a hard time letting go of what happened when somebody was already separated, right? And not a new separation. That feels more right to me, especially after I just said that. All right, let's get one to tie it together. If Between Worlds comes out, then fork in the road. So somebody does have a choice or an opportunity for a choice and a higher power, a divinely guided fork in the road. Ooh, I like that. That's heavy. All right, so on the 29th, spiritual lesson, someone has something to say in injustice or unfairness. So also in the Cancer reading. I know that's redundant, just pointing it out. So someone has something to say, spiritual lessons, injustice, and unfairness. There's professional assistance. So that could be the guides or people behind the scenes. Teacher. Cancer got that too. I always hear that George Michael One More Try song coming out. So this was definitely something to send some lessons, but whatever it was, it felt very unfair to whoever was on the other end of that. What lessons were there to teach? Were they there to be taught? I don't know. Whoa, I didn't like how all those came out. Hold on. Call to action, light at the end of the tunnel. Thirsty for change. Drowning in emotions. Stagnant love, dying passions, roommate dynamic. Somebody is going to have a choice. Probably with the water sign. Most likely a Cancer. And the ball is in their court. That's interesting. It's more of, this is the defense card, that sometimes we're internally defensive against change, right? I know I am. I'm not a big fan of change a lot of times. Unless it's, you know, the good kind, like winning the lottery, that kind of stuff. Let's see what someone wants to say. What do they have to say about this injustice or unfairness? This torch didn't die for somebody. And that is very significant. There's the Queen of Pentacles again. Be Earth Energy, 10 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups, Ace of Wands. So there's a lot of messages coming through there, but somebody did choose foundation, status quo, that type of thing, over what their heart wanted. I think it felt like a safer bet at the time. And now they're regretting it and they want a passionate new beginning. Queen of Cups, 5 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands, 7 of Wands, and the 2 of Swords again. They're terrified to apologize if they left you out in the cold, especially. They think that someone might be guarded, wondering, does she still feel the same way? What other cards do I want to get out for this? Spiritual lessons, injustice, and fairness. Okay, the unfairness here. Check this out. It's so sad. Someone definitely did go the wrong way or feel that they went the wrong way, because we have the lock, trapped or feeling stuck in a situation. The golden egg, luck is on your side. Time is almost up, unawakened, alarm clock. and sunshine, happiness, positivity, peace, and joy. So somebody knew that they missed an opportunity with something that could have made them truly happy. And there's a lot of regret and things behind that. Let's get a card to pull that in, and then we'll get a final advice for the month of December. Thank you for being here today, guys. If this resonated, please like, share, subscribe, all that jazz. All right, we have Clean It Up, Imagine, so that's card 20 and 21, and Happy, Happy. So this happiness is like presenting itself again, like that direction. It's amazing, the progression of the month of December just for this collective energy, right? It's time to clean it up. Anything you can imagine. That's more of also like a divine card for me as well. But the results are going to make someone very, very happy here. So, advice for the full collective of Taurus for the month of December. Will o' the Wisp, treasures hidden in the shadows. Heart, home, compassion. I think one more is trying to fall out here. So maybe this isn't even on your radar, or you can't even imagine that this would come back around or even come up in your energy. Connectivity, jeweled web. Spirit of the river, movement towards adventure. Resourcefulness with the horned cactus. And netcaster, preparations come to fruition. So the universe has been prepping this for quite some time. And everyone has free will. You'll know what to do. Just listen to that intuition, and it sounds like it's going to be a really good month for you, Taurus. So I'm always rooting for you. I'm sending you lots of love and light. I'll be back soon. Take care.